Yes, yes, we are live. Yes, we are live. And tonight we're going to talk about the body and viruses. The main virus invade the body. So we have much, charge, you know. You can't stay too long. Everybody, yes. Did the light bill up tonight? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're still in New York. Light bill up tonight. Hold on. We go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We want antiviral 1, antiviral 2. We got to fool the virus at all times. Hi, Sweet. Blessed love. Anthony. Yes, Francis Moore. Give thanks. Yeah, Desiree Francis. Blessed night, everybody. Hello, all. Blessed. Give thanks. Hi, Sweet. How you doing? I'm blessed. Give thanks to the Most High. All right. We ain't staying too long because we have a low battery count. Yeah. That's what we're talking about tonight. That's right here. This is what we are going to talk about tonight. How the immune system responds to a virus, any kind of virus. Yeah, hepatitis B, you know, all them. I mean, we want to talk about no other thing because they want to take down the video, so we're going to try to avoid talking about this stuff. But tonight we're going to talk about how the immune system responds to a virus. The immune system that God put in us to protect us. From harm. Yeah? And then all of them don't want to give Jehovah God the glory. Nobody wants to give God the glory. The fool say in the heart there is no God. But he himself, the Most High, the creator of all things, he put an immune system in our body to respond to bacteria, viruses, yeast, parasite, fungi, if they're in peak. Yeah? So everybody talking about all these dicks and all these that and all these things and all these scientists and all these things. Jehovah God is the best scientist in the world. Dig it. Come over here, son. I am a believer in a creator. If you don't believe, that's your right. But I believe in a creator. I believe in a creator who created this body here. Yeah? In perfect condition. And I believe that if this body is in perfect condition, it works as a machine. I believe that this body can kill anything. That's what I believe. That's my belief. So all the mans or the scientists could talk all they want to talk about, but I know for a fact that I believe in a creator. And I believe that because he put a system in us to protect us from harm, and if by any chance any one of them invade us, there's another system in us he put there to what? To repair what is damaged. That's why you get cut, you heal. Dig it. What you say about it? Somebody made this. Watch me now. Somebody made this. I like brother. Somebody made that. So the house you live in, somebody designed it. The car you drive in, somebody designed it too. The plane you ride in the sky, somebody designed it. You never see them before though. But you know that they exist because they designed the plane and your car and your house. I believe that somebody designed this planet. Yeah? And I believe he put a system, he or she put a system in us to kill for us. That's what I believe. So what I do, I try to protect myself by keeping my immune system healthy. That's what I try to do. So I work in my peppermint oil. See? Right there? Yeah? Shanti? I snort it every day. Because I know what happens when they get into my system. Yeah? Wonderful. So, we know for a fact, let's go over here and see when a virus enters your body, how and what happens when he enters your system. Boop. 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 Boom. When a virus enters, over here, when a virus infects your body, when a virus infects our body, it invades the cells of the host. The host is your body. In order for that virus to survive and in order for that virus to replicate. Medical doctors will tell you the same thing, and the scientists also will tell you the same exact thing. So a virus is like a parasite. You understand? I compare a virus to a parasite. Once the virus is inside your cell, our immune system cannot see the virus, and in turn, our immune system cannot detect the cells that are infected by the virus. No doctors can do that either, nor the scientists, no. That's God work, you know. When that happens, your immune system or our immune cells employ another system that allows the immune system to show other cells what is inside the cell that is infected by the virus. That's how the body works. The molecule they use are called MHS. We're going to talk about that in a while, which are what we call complex proteins, displaying proteins from inside your cell surface. Once that cell is infected with a virus, pieces of peptides, we call proteins, will include pieces of the protein made by the, over here son, by the virus. That's how it works, you know. That's how your body works. But you eat so much pork and beef and chicken in the night time, you can't work that way. You can't kill no viruses. A cell called the T cell circulates in the bloodstream looking for cells that are infected by any virus, and that cell is called cytotoxic cell. Come over here. You see? Thank God for a joke. It's called a cytotoxic cell, and your cytotoxic cell will kill any cancer cell that is infected by a virus. No doctors and no scientists could come and doubt that. That's factual. You follow? That's their job. To kill any virus or any cancer cell that is infected with a virus. Cytotoxic cells, because we know for a fact that chemotherapy is a toxic drug. See, but our cells do release these chemicals called toxins to kill these cells also, naturally, without the side effect of the chemotherapy. Follow me over here now, bro. So then go back again one more time. We're trying to teach our people in the black community too, because we don't want to say they're dying every day. And they tell you all that 400,000 people going to die by time January in America. I don't know how they get that number, where they get that from. So we know when a virus infects the body, it invades the cells of the host in order to survive and replicate. It's like a parasite. All right? Once the virus is inside the cell, our immune system cannot see the virus and in turn cannot detect the cells that are infected. When that happens, the immune cells employ another system that allows them to show other cells what is inside the infected cell. The molecular use are called MHS, which are complex proteins displaying proteins from inside the cell surface. Once the cell is infected with a virus, pieces of peptides or protein will include pieces of the protein made by the virus. A cell called a T cell circulates the blood looking for cells that are infected by the virus. They are called cytotoxic cells. So all your white blood cells, they are in your bloodstream. They are looking for these viruses. They are looking for cancer cells. They are looking for bacteria. They are looking for fungi and parasites. That's their job. They're looking. They're looking to protect you. But when you eat the wrong foods, your body's so acidic, a lot of mucus in your mucous membranes, how are you going to fight? And in order to fight viruses, your mucous membranes must be clean. Don't have excessive amount of mucus, number one. Number two, you must have a flowing of fluids via your lymphatic system. That's a reality. Let's go now. Why cytotoxic cell? Why cytotoxic? Look at there. Why cytotoxic cells? Boom, boom, boom. Cytotoxic T cells kills cells infected by viruses with chemicals that are toxic. Toxic. That's what they call them, toxic cells. The cytotoxic cell has proteins on their surface that can help them to recognize cells that are infected, and these proteins are called T cell receptors. We already said before that each hormone have a receptor that receive messages. It's called T cell receptors. If you go to medical school, you'll learn that too. Each cytotoxic cell can recognize an antigen peptide protein that is bound to a MHC. We're going to tell you what MHC means in a while, molecule. If the T cell receptor detects a peptide from a virus, it warns other T cells of an infection. Your T cell, in turn, starts releasing toxic substances to kill the infected cell and prevent the invading virus from surviving. That's how the body works if it's in balance. That's how God created it to work in balance. So it kills for you. Read it again. Each cytotoxic cell can recognize an antigen peptide that is bound to a MHC molecule. If the T cell receptor detects a peptide from a virus, it warns other T cells of an infection. The T cell, in turn, starts releasing toxic substances to kill, murder, and annihilate the infected cells and prevent the invading virus from surviving. So how do they tell you you all can kill viruses? Huh? They know better than that. Come on, man. Now, over here. Viruses are wise. They're like parasites. They suck you dry. Chill. Viruses are smart. They're very wise. And their viruses develop ways to avoid detection by cells, or T cells that is. Some viruses may stop the MHC molecule from getting to the cell surface to display viral peptides. When that occurs, your T cell or my T cell in turn do not know there is a virus inside the infected cell. Once inside the infected cell, they program the virus now, program what we call cell death. Or your toxic T cells program cell death, what they call apoptosis, causing the infected cell to die. To die. D-I-E, D-E-A-D, dead. Another cytotoxic factor is what we call granulysin, which attacks the outer membranes of the infected cell, destroying the cell by what we call lysis. The cytotoxic cell releases protein called cytokines after making contact with cells that are infected. Cytokines include interferon, protein, interferon G, interleukin, TNT. And then send a signal from the T cell to the infected or other cell to kill the cells that are infected. Follow me. So how they want to tell me you can't fight viruses? How they want to tell me that? You can't tell me them things like that. Let me go over here now. What is interferon over here? What is interferon? Interferons are proteins that is part of the body's defenses. They will let the immune system know if there are cancer cells in the body, triggering the immune cells to kill the invader. That's what interferon does. And that's why when you have hepatitis B and hepatitis C, some doctors give you interferon because they know for a fact what interferon does. See? So we know interferon They are proteins that is part of the body defenses. They will let the immune system, system know if there are cancer cells in the body, triggering the immune system to kill the invader, murder the invader. Right away here. Interference are. Antibodies. So we heard that the President of America got some antibodies. Yeah? And we know for a fact that somebody called me this morning and said to me that they did a test for a lady and she had the antibodies. So what are antibodies? Viruses. Viruses can be removed by antibodies before they infect a cell. You know when we talk about IgA, IgG, IgM. And that's the reason why when you want to find out if you have herpes, they give you an IgG and IgM test to look at the viral load, see how high they are. See, the higher the viral load is the more active the virus. Doctors know that for a fact too. So viruses can be removed by antibodies before they infect a cell. Antibodies are proteins that recognize an invader and stick to them. So they don't kill them. They hold them. So I'm in St. George's, I'm in Brooklyn, and I'm doing something that's wrong, and Ashanti comes and hold me and said, yo, you can't do that, you can't kill nobody, man. He holds me. He can't lock me up. Ashanti can't do that to me. He's not a police officer. He holds me, and then he makes a call to 911. And when he called 911, they sent police officers to the location that Ashanti had me in. And the police officers come and they lock me up because Ashanti can't do it. All he can do is hold me. You see what I'm saying? Because he's not a police officer. Follow me. Boom. So viruses can be removed by antibodies before they infect a cell. Antibodies are proteins that recognize an invader and stick to them, hold them. Phase 1, they neutralize the virus. They don't kill it. They cause viruses to stick together. Phase 3, they activate what? The lymphocytes. They put it wrong here. Phase 4, antibodies can also activate the complement system, which promotes what? Phagocytosis of viruses. It can also damage the envelope, what we call a phospholipid bilayer of the cell that appears in some viruses. So viruses can be removed by antibodies before they infect a cell. IgG, IgA, IgM. Antibodies are proteins that recognize an invader and stick to them. They cannot kill them. They can hold them. And they could call your army now to attack and kill the virus. It's a battle. They have to fight. Like the wars. Phase 1, they neutralize the virus. Phase 2, they cause viruses to stick together. Phase 3, they activate the lymphocytes. Phase 4, antibodies can also activate the complement system or the complementary system, which promote what? Lymphocytes of viruses. And it can also damage the envelope or the phospholipid bilayer that appears in some viruses. Because the doctor will tell you, once that virus gets into your cell, it is difficult to kill the virus. But your body is so wise to have another system that will identify that virus and kill that virus. Bottom line, right? What are the benefits of peptides? We call them proteins. Proteins and peptides are made up of what? Amino acids. But the peptides contain fewer proteins. Benefits of peptides: they act as antioxidants. They reduce inflammation because of irritation. They prevent blood clots, especially when you have DVT. So when you have DVT and what you call thrombosis, or you have embolism, you have to go and get some peptides. But they put you on what we call blood thinners for years, for life. But they don't know for a fact that you have to get peptides, because peptides reduce inflammation. Peptides prevent blood clots from forming, and peptides kill microbes. And what? Peptides improve immunity of the immune system. But people don't eat the foods that keep these things in balance. So that's the reason why when a virus comes, you get sick, you die. Because your body doesn't know how to recognize them. Because your body is in balance. It is not balanced at all. It is imbalanced. They're all messed up from the foods we eat on a regular basis. See? So the foods we eat can either help our body to fight and kill a virus, or let the virus kill us. Bottom line, choices. We will talk about all the supplements that can improve the function of the NK cells. Supplements that can improve the function of the NK cells. Remember, we're not doctors now, so we want to make a disclaimer. We ain't here to cure nobody. So Facebook, watch your own self. Or you put Facebook police. We ain't here to cure nobody. The statement is not invited by the FDA. Right, brother? Wonderful. Disclaimer form. Zinc, vitamin C. Zinc 50 milligram, vitamin C 15,000 milligrams. So they buffered. Vitamin D3. D6, chaga, maitake, turkey tail, and shiitake. Yeah? Let's go. And then we're going to go now to the lung. Now, we do not want any virus to attack the lung. Because once the lung is being attacked, we know for a fact that the lung keep you breathing. So we know that the lung pick up what? Oxygen, throw out carbon dioxide. So we have to have that moving. Carbon dioxide going out and oxygen coming in. So we call this organ of the body the tender organ because of where it is located, the lung. And that's the reason why when you have pneumonia, you can't breathe because there's water in the lung. Because it's effusion. So we have to protect the lung from invasion, from viruses. We cannot let the virus stick in the lung because the virus can affect or attack the alveoli and cause you to have short breath long term. So although you might fight the virus, if it attacks the lung area and damage the lung or cause what we call scar tissues, you can have a cough for a long period of time and you can get short breath also climbing stairs. So we have to keep this organ here, which we call the tender organ of the body in the chest cavity, healthy. Because it is right up in your chest cavity and it picks up anything on a fast breath. Take it. Boom. Go back over here. Go back over here. Right over here now. Now, let's look at the criminals now. See them there? Viruses are criminals. Cancer cells are criminals. Parasites are criminals. Yeast are criminals. Bacteria are criminals. And fungi are criminals. They're all criminals. And all of them here is looking to harm you long term. All of them. Viruses could be HTLV virus. It could be HIV virus. It could be cytomegalovirus. It could be the Ebola virus. It could be hepatitis B virus. It could be hepatitis C virus. It could be all them kind of virus. They call them all. They give them all kind of names. It could be the HPV virus. It can be the HSV virus. Huh? They're all criminals. They're all trying to harm you. Huh? And if they find a host to replicate, because you have weak immunity, they will go in and they will kill you long term, give you symptoms. Cancer cells are the same thing too. They're criminals. They're all looking to go into your system and overtake your body and your organs to kill you long term. That's their job. Your job is to kill them too before they kill you. So we're looking at parasites, yeast, fungi, bacteria, DNA manager of the cells. Dig it. They are the criminals. You have to now prevent these guys from taking hold of your body by eating right and using certain plants and certain supplements, more minerals to alkaline the blood. You know what I'm saying? And keep the organs stimulated so they can throw off a sickness. You can't have no weak organs having them virus inside here. They won't kill you long term. Dig it. Over here. This is your army. Look over here. Come over here. They protect and serve, but they can also kill you too. These guys right here, over here, they can protect you. What over here? They can protect you and serve you well, but they have the ability to take your life. Lupus, scleroderma, muscular dystrophy, myasthenia gravis, you know what I mean? Multiple sclerosis, all these kind of RA, rheumatoid arthritis. These guys right here, look at them right here. These guys right here could turn on you long term if you don't take care of them properly and make them become overzealous and overactive, and they can come back and do what over here? They can also kill you too. These guys right here. Because they were put in our system to protect and to serve us well. But we treat them so bad. We go sleep with food in the belly in the night and we eat 4 to 5 times per day. Eat the wrong foods. We don't treat them well. We don't give them things to make them well. Huh? And after that, they turn on you. And when a cancer come in, when a virus come in, when a bacteria come in, they can't fight for you because they all suppressed. They compromised. Follow me now. Army, Air Force, Marines, Police Force, Navy. Look at them right here. They're all here. T lymphocytes, natural killer cells, cytotoxic cells, enzymes, interferon. They are your protectors. They are your healers. They are the guys you have to promote. They are the guys you have to build up. Because when he is on the ground, and he is bogged down by a virus, and he can't move, who he calls? He calls the Air Force. He calls more cells to come in. So when America go into Iraq or Iran or Afghanistan and they bogged down on the ground by the army, who do they call? They call the Air Force. And the Air Force comes in and he bombs these guys and the army moves in. It's the same exact principle the way your body functions. You have an army looking for all these guys, the bad guys, criminals. And if they by any chance they're bogged down by the criminal who is more than them, they call the Air Force. They call the Air Force. And the Air Force comes in. And the Air Force that comes in is this guy right here. See them here? He's the Air Force. He's the Air Force right there. They kill, they murder for you and I. That's what they do. You see what I'm saying? So you have to keep your army intact. You have to keep your Air Force intact. You have to keep your Marines intact. You have to keep your police force intact. You have to keep the Navy intact. What do you call the Navy SEALs intact. Because their job is to kill them guys right here. Them here. That's what they do. They kill these guys. These suckers. You see? But everybody is not eating. You're only eating right. They teach you all to eat wrong. You all eat starches and proteins together. Acid foods together. So all the acid food you all eat together, it put an acid terrain in the internal organs. And mostly all the organs. Heart, lung, liver, kidney, intestine. They all work better in an alkaline terrain. Am I lying, my brother? Factual, bro. Dig it. You go. We just talk about the MCH molecule. Major histocompatibility complex, a DNA that codes the cell surface, helping your immune system to adapt to certain things when they come in. And that's the reason why me, Patrick Dells, I learn a lot. I learn from the smallest baby. I'm not too old to learn. I learn from everybody. I learn from doctors. I learn from scientists. But the most important teacher for me is the Most High Jehovah God. He's my teacher. Because we knew in ancient times, if a man had, what do you call that thing again? Leper. When a man see a leper coming, he have to say, leper, leper, leper. Because he knew for a fact that leprosy was contagious. So all these viruses in the air that is contagious, ain't nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new under the sun. Everything is from ancient. So you had people isolating themselves in ancient times from lepers. Because once a leper man come in, they say, leper, leper, leper. They run and they hide. They isolate themselves. So isolation from viruses is not nothing new. It's been there before. You follow me? Yeah? Barren women who can have no children. Infertility, been there before. Homosexuality, been there before. They all been there before. You understand? So there's nothing new under the sun. You understand? But in these times where the water is bad, the food is bad, the air we breathe is bad, we have to now stock up a little bit more. So God put on this earth plants, herbs. He says, for the healing of the nation, the leaves of the trees, he put them there for us. 121 drugs come from herbs. You know what I mean? Aspirin come from white willow bark. You understand? Cisplatin come from the plant periwinkle. Taxol come from you. So no doctor could come to me and find out no plant because he's using plants on a regular basis foxglove make what we call a digoxin for your heart, failing heart. They can't tell me nothing about plants. I don't use plants because plants are there for the healing of the nation. They go in and they help the body to adapt. They help the body to heal itself because there's no herb that cure your system, that cure your ailment. That's a lie. Any herbalist tell you that, they lie to you too. You understand? Your cure is yourself. But the herbs go in. And because they are natural chemicals, have natural compounds, tannins, berberine, glycosides, chemicals, you know what I mean? Coumarin. Because they have compounds that go in and help the body to balance. That's the difference between drugs. A drug come in and tell you to, he's a dictator. He dictates to you. The drug dictates and say, do this and do that. You gotta do that because I'm gonna take your kidney out. Your plant goes in and your plant helps your body to balance itself. And in turn, while the body is balancing itself, the body in turn will heal itself. Am I lying, brother? Because the body have the ability to do so if we put the body in the right composition. So, antiviral plants. What the antiviral plants do, they help the body, or they help the immune system, or they influence the immune system. That's what they do to fight for you and I. That's what we call it, antiviral plants. But there are plants that have both antiviral and antibacterial activity. So if there's a virus, they will help. If there's a bacteria, they help. You follow me? Look at them here. Mark them down for me. You're in school now. Lemon balm. A wonderful herb for the thyroid gland if you have an overactive thyroid. Because this herb helps to deal with what we call an overactive thyroid, because it helps to normalize thyroxine. So it is what we call a thyroxine inhibitor. God is great. So this herb called lemon balm, although it is an herb for the thyroid gland, it acts as a thyroxine inhibitor. So if the thyroid is overactive and is producing too much thyroxine, this herb will act as a thyroxine inhibitor to the thyroid gland. So you can fix your overactive thyroid gland with another herb called mother's wort and bogleweed for palpitation of the heart. But this herb also is for children. It's good for the lung. It has antiviral activity. But it also helps with adrenal glands to normalize the function of the gland. So although it has a spectrum of things it does, it also works on viruses. Elderberry. Elderflower. Elderflower, elderberry. This is the boss. The black elderberry is the boss. Where they go, they increase the function of the immune reservoir, causing your immune system to attack and fight and kill viruses. That's what they do. That's what they call them, immune builders. So if you have lupus, it's a possibility that you might not be able to use certain plants like echinacea because they could increase the function of the immune system and you're already overactive. So some herbs, which are what we call immune builders, are also contraindicated for people who are suffering from autoimmune diseases. Follow my brother? Wonderful. Thyme. This herb is also have antiviral and antibacterial activity. It's one of the best herbs for the lung. We call it a food herb. And what thyme does, when it goes into the lung, it helps to protect the lung from viruses, but it also protects the lung from effusion, water in the lung. If there's a bacterial infection, thyme also will help to fight the bacterial infection mixed with onions and golden seal. But thyme is so significant for the lung that if you have any kind of shortness of breath in the lung, it will also help with short breath because it suits your lung tissue. See what I'm saying? Next one. Hyssop. Colds and flus. We don't take no flu shots. Dig it, brother? We don't take no flu shots now. You ain't gonna put it in my children either. So they better come strong. Because ain't no shots going to my children. I'm the boss over my kids. Dig it. Hyssop. Found in the scriptures in Psalm 51. Cleanse me with hyssop, so I could be black like Africa. Boom, hyssop. Hyssop have both antiviral, but it's also important for flus, colds, and also shivering when you have a flu virus. All antiviral and help to build up the immune system at the same time. Echinacea. This herb have three parts: Echinacea purpurea, Echinacea angustifolia. And what they do is they build up your CD4 cells. So if you have HIV or you have any kind of virus that affect the CD4 cells, this herb will build up the CD4 cells. But this herb is contraindicated for women and men who is suffering from what? Lupus, scleroderma, muscular dystrophy, myasthenia gravis, Guillain-Barré syndrome, because it is already building up the immune system. We need to balance back your immune system once you have an autoimmune disease. Right, brother? Peace, man. Next one. Black walnut. Because we said before that viruses act like parasites. They suck on you, they invade your cells. So what we do is we increase what we call an hostile environment in the digestive system. That's where they all start. So once we can increase a hostile environment in the digestive system with black walnut, them boys can survive. They will die because he tastes so bad that your kids don't even want to drink him either. But he's more dangerous to the parasites and the viruses. Black walnut. Look him up now. St. John's wort. St. John's wort have hyperacin. It's a chemical that helps with the nerves. So if you have depression, mild to moderate depression, we can give you St. John's wort. But St. John's wort is also antiviral, cold and flus. St. John's wort also works on the endocrine system. So once we are fighting a virus, we put all the antiviral plants together and we fool the virus. Yeah, brother? So we have 1 and 2. Phase 1, phase 2 antiviral. Right, brother? Olive leaf extract. This is the herb we use for high blood pressure. It is very imperative to put this herb in any formula that you are treating people for high blood pressure or heart troubles. But it is also antiviral. It is also antiseptic to the heart muscle. So olive leaf extract is very significant. And you can mix it with oregano, right? Wonderful. Next one. Licorice. Now this herb called licorice is a sweet plant, and what we do is we mix this herb if we have a little bit of herbs that are bitter, to make the herb taste a little better, because a lot of herbs have what we call bitter principle. But this herb is also antiviral. But this herb is also an adaptogen, meaning that it works in the adrenal glands if you have stress. So it makes you adapt to the stressful environment that you are living in. Licorice does that. The only drawback with licorice is it can make you retain sodium. And if you are retaining sodium, your pressure can go high. So what we do, we conquer that side effect from putting the licorice with other plants that will cut down on the side effect of the patient, retaining sodium. And my brother, dig it. I have to learn about herbs now. Next one is called astragalus. Chinese plant. One of the best herbs for the immune system. One of the best herbs for the immune reservoir. I have it in all my formulas because it's one of the best herbs for diabetes too. It drops your sugar levels. But this herb also works on the lung. See the lung right here? Work on the lung. Keep your breathing. This astragalus. It's a wonderful herb for the lung. But it works with echinacea and it works with golden seal together. And it works with another herb called perilla and opiopogon. 4 or 5 of these herbs together will do wonders for your lung. But in the process, putting them together for the lung, it also builds up the immune system. And when a viral infection gets into the lung, these herbs together, don't forget it, opiopogon, echinacea, astragalus, golden seal, perilla, they go in and they protect that lung tissue. Nothing can come in, especially if the lung is strong. If the lung is weak, they tonify the lung. And when the lung is strong, they make the lung throw off any sickness. No virus can stick on that lung because now you are protected by the immune system because of these antiviral plants. Dig it. Golden seal is what we call an astringent plant. It has berberine, like Oregon grapefruit and barberry. It is very important for any part of the body that have tissues that is damaged. So if you have trouble in the stomach, in the tissues, it heals that. If you have IBS, you have colitis, you have diverticulitis, all the inflammatory diseases that they say can't fix, this herb will go in and help to soothe the tissue because we call this herb an astringent plant. Astringent means these plants go in, and because of the compound in these plants, they help to soothe the tissues of the body. And that is very significant for people to learn, because doctors tell you don't use herbs, they know better. You understand? Then you go to the what? Antiviral, number 1. Antiviral, number 2. Why antiviral, number 1, Shanti? We're trying to do what? We're trying to fool the virus. Because viruses are smart. We just said it a while ago on the board. Viruses are very smart. They get used to what you're doing and they say, oh shit, Patrick, I know what you're doing already, man. I will just, I like the herbs, and the herbs is good for me now. So what I do, I'm so wise like them, because I get wisdom from the Most High, I fool them with herbs. So when I use it for 2 weeks, I change this one over here, and I bring this one over here for their ass. Hey, brother? And I fool them like they want to fool me. And once I'm fooling them, I am going to what? I am going to the lymphatic system. And I'm draining the lymphatic system because that's where you house your T lymphocytes and your macrophages. Take that, brother. I go to the lymphatic system. And I drain it. Because once a virus invades your system, your lymphatic system must be working well. Because it is part of the immune system. Macrophages, T lymphocytes. If they're dead and they can't flow around, you can't fix nothing. It's common sense, man. And that's why I said to them in my post, I said, you all stay away from the flesh food with eyes, all into the eyes and them. Stay away from them. Till the man tell you all are good to go again. Because he just said this morning on the fake news that you're looking to take 400,000 more lives by January. And any one of us, me too, I could be a statistic too. You know what I'm saying? But I keep my system strong. I take all my supplements, all my vitamin C, my VX compound. See them here? Take them. You know, get them. Keep them in your house with your children. My deep defense, see? My cold and flu. My antiviral. My deep defense. The boss right here. The boss. This is the boss. My VX compound. My Isatis. See this herb here? See this herb right there? Mark it down for me. Isatis. One of the best herbs for any kind of cold and flu and any kind of viruses, especially hepatitis B virus. But when you go to a site and you buy a product or you buy a tincture on that site, it is very imperative that you, the individual, know that once you're taking herbs, your diet must change. Your lifestyle must change. So you can't take a cell and blood builder to build up your cells and build up your blood to fight for you, and then you go and eat some oxtail in the nighttime, or eat some pork, barbecue pork in the nighttime, or eat some beef in the nighttime and go lay down and sleep. They wouldn't work for you. So don't waste your money. And then you come and say, Patrick and Ashanti thing don't work. Because once you've taken herbs, your lifestyle must change. You have to increase what we call additional recommendations of what you're going to do to enhance these things to work for you. Otherwise, you are spinning your top in mud. Thing will happen. You understand? So, the man said that we have 400,000 people that will die by time January. How we know that? Ashanti, how you know that? I want to know how you know that. How you know? So, all I understand, people, please eat right. You can eat junk once in a while. You know? Make junk food maybe 5% of your diet. You know what I'm saying? Because the plan is coming. The new world order is in place. And then they're making us 6 feet distances with the mask on, you know, and they put that in your own head. Must do that, must do that, must do that. So it become a habit for us now to wear a mask and keep away from other people. You know what I mean? Until they get a vaccine. You know what I'm saying? You understand? So then they have a plan for us. But I said to them, you're going to have a plan, but God have a bigger plan. You understand? So when you planning, God have a bigger plan too. We all planning. Dig it. Now, about to go. I spoke to Arun and Neptune today in Grenada, and we sent some machines down. She's going to pick them up from the house and from my wife, and then she's going to bring it to the radio station. We have another barrel going in again. We have more machines coming in. You can see that we're giving all the machines to our people. We like to give back to our people. So when you go on the website and you order for a product, and we come from Ashanti, and you buy some from Ashanti and us, we take some of the money that we have and we put it back into our people, into our community. We're going to start with Grenada, and then we're going to go to St. Vincent, then we're going to go to Trinidad, we're going to go to Barbados, we're going to go to Jamaica, all the islands, because we are all one people. And once we can unite together, we can make this world a better world. It's not about who high and who low. It's not about middle class and lower class and upper class. It's not about that to me. There's no class. It's people. Because when you die, you go under the earth, ain't no middle class, no upper class, no white, no black, no pink, no red, no red, no yellow. It's people. You see what I'm saying? That's how I function. So we have more machines going in next week to Grenada. And after we supply Grenada, we're going to go to St. Vincent, and we're going to go to Trinidad, and we're going to work with the government in Antigua, and we're going to help our people who can't afford to get a machine. Now in this machine, there is 100 strips, see? So you don't have to buy no strips no more. And we're going to supply your strips for you till you die. Or till you get over and fix your diabetes. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not about rich and poor. You understand? We must give back to our people. We must not believe that because a man on the street is a drug addict or a Drake, you're going to pass him straight. We're not supposed to turn off our nose on the garbage collector. He collect our garbage. We have to show him all the respect. You understand? So, not because you're driving your big vehicle, your nice car, and you see the garbage man, you roll up your glass. He, garbage man, is the one who protects you every day from diseases by picking up your garbage. So don't stub your nose at them. You know, love them. You know what I'm saying? Treat them well. And if you can, at any time, pick up a machine, knowing that they need one, pick up one and give it to them too. Because that is the obligation of human beings, to look out for one another. Blessed love. Alright? So we again, website, PatrickDellsHolisticHealing.com, PatrickDellsHolisticHealing.com, Ambrosia Health Food Store, 718-469-0985. And the number we're going to give is coming out soon. We have a business number because people are bombarding the phones. And when we don't answer, people complain. So that's why we give you a website to go to, PatrickDellsHolisticHealing.com. You understand? Because we don't want people to complain. All the packages that was ordered on the site, mostly orders sent out. So I want to thank everybody for supporting, because when you support me, I can support other people. I can support the poor. I can support the woman who's a widow. You see what I'm saying? I can support the woman who have 3 and 4 children and daddy in there. I can support them. You understand? So once you support me, I support, because I don't live in no big house or no big. I don't want to be a rich man. I live a simple life. I live humble. I don't want no big house, no big yard, no big this. I don't want them things, because at the end of the day, they are only vanity and vexation of spirit. You see what I'm saying? So when you support, we support. We support our community. And we build our community. And once we build our community, and nobody could come in and take what you have and go out again. You understand? Blessed love. 718-469-0985 and 631-530-2329. And I'm going to be in Maryland on the 15th to the 18th. And we're going to put a number. I think it's Karen Books. If she's on the live, Karen, you can put a number there where you can call to make the appointment. And then we're going to Ohio on the 21st of November to the 22nd or 23rd of November in Ohio. Brother Paris, if you're there, you can also put up a number so that people can get to you to make consultations, okay? So don't forget, on the 15th to the 18th, Maryland, Baltimore, and on the 21st of November to the 23rd of November, we're going to be in Ohio. And we're hitting the whole of Texas and California and Georgia and Atlanta coming soon. You know what I mean? We're going to have a base where we can teach our people. You know what I mean? And then everything will be all right. Bless and love. And don't forget to leave your weapons at home. Give thanks to the Most High. And don't forget that Jehovah God is the only Redeemer. And He's the only healer of all things. You know, man could do nothing for us. Dig it. Bless you. And I want to say hi to my daughter, Mia. Mia, I love you, baby. I love you very much. I know you're not feeling too well, but I need to be home soon, okay? All right? We're sacrificing. We're sacrificing for the time to help our people. So let Daddy sacrifice for the time being, okay, Popo? I love you. Yeah, man. Ready? Yeah, man. And don't forget, we have our t-shirts coming out soon. See the t-shirts? We have small, we're going to have medium, we're going to have large and extra large. It will be out sometime next week. We're going to have the t-shirts, and we're going to try to take the proceeds to help lots of people in Grenada, to help them to either, buy food or do something, because at the end of the day, that's my mission, to help our people, because they kill off Malcolm, they kill off Martin Luther, they kill off Medgar Evers, they kill off Patrice Lumumba, they kill off Steve Biko, they kill off Haile Selassie, they kill off all of them. Yeah, they kill off Bob Marley, they kill off Marcus Garvey. I mean, so we have to keep the ball rolling, because every time we have a person come to help us, they kill them off. You know what I'm saying? But once we could come together as a people, we will be a massive nation. Trust me. Once we could come together as a people, we'll be massive, and nobody could stop us. But we have to get rid of self-hate. And once we get rid of that and we come together, oh my goodness, we're going to do many things, man. Yes, sir, love people, man. There you go, man. Yes, sir. Yes,